Hello guys, welcome back to another banger guys. Anyways guys, today's my birthday. It's Veterans Day here in America, and today is the 11th of November and it's my birthday. So guys, wish me a happy birthday, and I'm wishing myself a happy birthday. Anyways, let's get to it. Today guys, my topic today is the Chinese more important than the Jamaicans in Jamaica? Is the Chinese more important? I'm talking about the Jamaican men. Okay? Not really talking about the women them in this aspect. Is the Chinese man more important than the Jamaican man? And a lot of people have stuff to say about this, even myself. And you know why I think the Chinese man might be more important more than the Jamaican man? Let's break it down. First of all, the Chinese man he makes sure he looks after his children them, and make sure his children them go to school, they study always. They're not allowed to run out of the house and party. They don't beat their kids. They don't abuse their kids, okay? They don't kick them down, box them down, all kinds of stuff like what Jamaican men them do. Number two, they respect their women. And when I was in Jamaica, I mostly see the Chinese men always have the stores them down in Jamaica. When I was there, I think it was only one shop that I see that was owned by a Jamaican. That was Mr. Butty shop. I don't know if he's still alive. On Mountain View Avenue. I think it's 63 Mountain View Avenue, okay? That was the only shop. There was another shop across the meat shop, but it wasn't owned by a man. It was a Jamaican lady. The rest of them was Chinese. And going all the way up Mountain View Avenue was all Chinese owned the shop, okay? And then their kids was not allowed to mix up around with the kids them that's running up and down on the street of Jamaica, cause a lot of confusion. You didn't see the Chinese man with his kids them outside doing all kinds of nonsense and running up and down on the street, causing a lot of mix up. Here's a argument, a lot of fight amongst themselves. I did not see that. When it comes on to the Jamaican men them now, okay, I grew up in a home with had a stepfather in there. And what I saw with the stepfather in there, all my stepfather was claiming that he was responsible for providing food. But my mother was also providing. He was always out on the street playing dominoes. You always hear rumors about him messing with the young girls then. He's always out. He just comes right back. He wants breakfast. My mom was not allowed to cook seafood or to do anything. He wanted steak and banana for breakfast. He wanted cook high-class food, steak, liver, light, or banana for breakfast. Only those type of food. You couldn't give him no kind of ackee and saltfish, and you couldn't give him no callaloo for breakfast. He wanted steak for breakfast, okay? So anyway, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And he didn't care whether we went to school or not. He was just there as a male figure in the home. And whatever mama tells him to do or to do to us, he would do it to us. And mama complained, talk about how he would start getting up stuff like he wants to beat us and stuff like that. Anyways, let me get back to what I'm here to talk about anyways though. I'm here to hammer the Jamaican men. Jamaican men, you have failed the Jamaican women. Number one, you guys have too many baby mamas. You guys cheat on your women too much. You guys beat your women too much. You guys have too many friends, and your friends are more important more than even your family and your kids, because I've seen it happen, okay? I've seen that happen. I grew up in Jamaica and I've seen that happen. My stepfather friends, my mom didn't know none of my stepfather friends because he used to ride a bike. And all of his friends them was mixed and white and all that kind of stuff. And mama was not allowed to even. And when they come to get him to go riding his cycling, he didn't introduce her and say, hey, this was my wife or nothing. He looked at my mom like she was a real housemaid, okay? And then to top it off on top of that, she was at home cooking, cleaning, scrubbing that. And then she really wasn't doing that. It was passed down to us. It was 5 girls of us. And one had to wash the clothes them, one had to scrub the floor, one had to cook and everything. I took the cooking because I didn't like the scrubbing and the washing and all that kind of stuff. So I took the cooking, okay? She would just cock up on top of her sewing machine and just pass everything down to us. He would just come from off of the street after he come from all of these different women and sit around the table and get served with chicken leg. We was not allowed to get the breast of the chicken, and we was not allowed to get the chicken leg. Oh, he had to be served knife and forks around the table. Rice was different, yam was different, gravy was different, drinks, carrot juice, and it was mostly carrot juice or guineas, that kind of guineas with the eggs inside. He was treated like a king while we got the leftovers in the house. We was not allowed to get chicken leg, and we was not allowed to get the breast. We always got the hip or the neck or something. When when they cook, he had to get the best chicken dinner, and his plate had to be set around the table like a king, okay, while we got the leftovers, okay? So anyways, guys, I'm talking about these Jamaican men. And also, Jamaican men, you need to stop beating your women so much, okay? And that's why all of you got so many problems when you guys come to Canada, America, or the UK. You guys can come up here. I heard of what's going on in Canada now, that the Jamaican women then will send for the Jamaican men. Okay, send for them come to Canada, and then put rules down on them, because when they come up, they don't have all of the proper papers right away. They have to wait for a little bit. They monitor them going to work, and then when they come off of work, I heard that they gotta come directly off home. They gotta pick them up and they gotta come straight home. They're not allowed to catch the bus or the subways or anything. And then when the men them start talking, I heard that the women them be boxing up their faces, stuff that they couldn't do in Jamaica, because when they're in Jamaica, they used to beat the women them down there. But now when they're in Canada, the women them a box them up all over the place. Sometimes I spit in their face. And when she just threaten them and says, look, if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna call the police, and then you're gonna go to jail, because domestic violence in America, UK, and Canada, they don't ramp you with you all when you come up with this. Number two, again, I heard when they come to America now, after they find wives off of Facebook, they always be begging and begging. These Jamaican men, they're really so disgraceful and disgusting. Okay, so when they con the woman them off of Facebook for the woman them to send for them to come up here, they come up here and talking about, she and I can't get along because they believe in oral, and I'm not going to be doing no oral on no woman and all this kind of stuff. So when they start come up here now and realize that the women them, the stuff them that they tell the women them at first when they find them off of Facebook, when they come up, they start to change, because they're not like that. They just lie to the women them, so the women them can send for them to come America. So when the women them come up now and they want their business to be taken care of the bed, they start act up talking about, me not go down like that, I mean not do this like that. Hey, get used to it. This is America. This is the American style. The stuff them that you couldn't do to a woman in Jamaica, or you didn't do when you come here, you have to get down. You have to go down whether you like it or not, because if you don't go down, it ain't gonna be no relationship for you. And then it don't matter if you run to Auntie Palm or you find another girl out there or whatever it is, it's gonna be. This is the American culture. So get used to it. Talk about, me not go down like that and blah blah blah. And then the Jamaican men, they're so thirsty for pum pum. They'll take up anything that walk with two legs. They don't care if it's a gay man dress up in dresses or not. When they wake up the next day, they start to get shocked, talking about they're gonna try to hurt this. You can't do none of that here. They're so thirsty for pum pum, so that's why they get caught. They're so thirsty. You can't tell this man any. It's like they never come see. Never come see. They come to America, they get lost in their minds, and all this stuff coming down at them now. I think I'd rather go back home. They know they don't want to go back home, because if they go back home, they're gonna embarrass their people, and because they left the brother already saying that they're coming to America. And the brag already said that they come to Canada for a better life and all that stuff. Some of them run off of farm work thinking that was going to be a bed of roses here. I tell you guys over and over and over. Foreign is not a bed of roses. Okay? And the reason why I said the Chinese men, them have a lot of, they're better off than the Jamaicans. I'm talking about in Jamaica. Because I've seen it. As they take care of their business down there. Some of these Jamaican men don't even have dry shit inside of their body. They don't even have dry shit inside of their body. But every time you pass, a skirt tail pass, they're after the skirt tail. Chasing the skirt tail like a dog in heat. Calm down, man. Calm down and take care of you guys' business. Calm down. I know this is not, it's not all of the Jamaican men them like that. I'm talking about the ones them that is not good. Okay? It's not all of the Jamaican men like that. Let me put it out there before you guys start to come for me. Okay? You guys can put it down in the comment section below and argue and disagree with me if you think that's not true. I have experience. I know what I'm talking about. My mom went through this with my stepfather. She treated him so much like a king. And then in the end, he went out and go breed off the partner woman. Okay? And turn around and take my mama's money. Breed her off. And she couldn't take it no more. She had to turn around and fly right away to Canada. She had a friend in Canada. The friend had to send for her because she couldn't take it no more. This man go out and go breed off a woman that mama used to pay her partner money too. And then how mama found out about it is my sister went to school and someone came to her and asked her, when was the last time you seen your brother? And she was like, step back, because she didn't want to say what bad. She said, yeah, your father got a baby up the street and not too far away. Your father's have another baby. When was the last time? So my sister played it off and tried to get as much information as possible that she could get. And then went home and told my mom. And when she went home and told my mom that almost that man act like he wanted was to kill her, he told her like, picnic like Hono, need to put in a barrel and roll away. And my sister is lucky that that man did not beat her, because that's what he was always trying to do to us. Very abusive. These Jamaican men, they are very abusive to their kids. They like to beat and they like to threaten their kids and grab machete, because he almost killed me with a machete. Right before I came to America, the same incident. I went to Canada and I came back from Canada. The same incident when I, went to Canada with my mom. He was asking me if my mom did not tell me anything to tell him. I said, no. That was, my mom was already up there living with another man. I said, no, my mom did not tell me anything to tell you. Okay? And before, one time he did that, he got upset because he didn't like the answer that I gave him. The second time, I saw the look on his face when I came in the morning, like this man was so upset. And this man was a dangerous man when he gets upset. And he asked me the same question again, and I seen him. He grabbed a machete, but I was one step ahead of him. I ran so fast all the way over by Jace Road at the time, jumped the fence over at the time. And you know who stopped that man? The boys them in the neighborhood start to fight with him in the neighborhood. Some of them were throwing rock stone at him in his face. And end up busting up his face and say, how can you be treating your daughter like that? Running her down with machete to chop her up. And anybody that comes from Jamaica know Jamaica have a history of people killing people with machete all the time. Women hands get chopped off all the time with machete by men. The Jamaican men, some of them are no good. And that's why the Chinese men have so much power over these Jamaican men. The Chinese man has so much power over them because the Chinese men, they make sure they create wealth for their family. They make sure they take care of their business. They make sure they educate their kids. Some Jamaican parents does that, but only a very few. Only a very few of the Jamaican men will take care of their family like that. Most of them come with a lot of problems. They're womanizing, the partying, the drinking. Okay, the drinking and the boasting around with all these different women. The Jamaican men them don't have anything on the Chinese Jamaican men them. They don't have anything because the Chinese Jamaican men, them, they take care of their family. They take care of their women. They take care of their children. I am not saying that all Jamaican men are bad. I am not saying that at all because some of them are really, really good. Some of them are exceptionally good father to their kids. But most of them, majority of them, especially when you look into the lower areas in the ghetto areas, mostly in the ghetto areas. A few of them in the ghetto areas will, send your kids to school, love their children, and, but it's very rare when you find a Jamaican man with one woman. Very rare. Now I heard that they're calling them one burner now because of Vive Cartel in Jamaica, saying that he got a one burner now. But most Jamaican men from that I know never had one woman. Never. I've never seen it and I've never heard of it. They always had their woman at home, and if they're older, they go out and buy a prostitute. And the prostitute them in Jamaica don't come like that. It's regular girls them that will dress up and go out and meet the older men them. And the older men them go out with them, give them drinks, give them money, and have a good time with them. But they're always a cheater. They're cheating. They're never, and they're not faithful to their women. And they beat their woman, because I seen it happen to one of my friends. She got beat so bad I thought she was dead. I don't know what she did. This guy's already dead already because he tried to rob the bank and the police killed him. Okay? But he beat her so bad. She had 2 kids for him. I'm not going to call any names. She had 2 kids for him. And I guess she went to go visit him wherever she was coming from. It looked like he got another woman over in the area that we was. And oh my God, he was telling her all kinds of names. He didn't want her. Threw all kinds of stone on her. Beat her. Beat her in front of everybody. Beat that woman like you're talking about you're beating a man. Again, too, we had another friend that used to live in Canada illegally. Nice, beautiful, pretty girl. Okay? She was there in Canada illegally. And she came when was in Canada and said to us that she wanted us to cross the border. My mom says, don't do it. You're going to get caught. Don't do it. She said she came that she wanted us to go to California because all of her friends was in California. And my mom says, how are you going to go to California? You don't have your proper papers. You cannot go there. She decided that she was going to go across the border. When she got to the border of Canada and the U.S., I heard that they start interrogating her. She ran across, was running towards the U.S. side. And they couldn't catch her. They sent a dog after her. And when they sent a dog after her, the dog grabbed her and hold her down until when the immigration officers them come and pick her up. And you know what happened to her? They pick her up, put her in jail for 9 months in Brampton, over there in Canada, Ontario, Canada. She served 9 months. They turned around and deported her right back to Jamaica. She tried and she couldn't come. She went and started doing gang violence. I heard that. One night, she's dead now. She's a beautiful girl. She went to sleep one night and they bust inside of her house and shoot her up. I heard 100 times. Her mother and her father couldn't even know when they wake up in the morning and when they see her, couldn't even identify, recognize their own children. The amount of bullets that they put inside of that girl. And you're talking about this is a woman that they're doing that to. So, I mean, Jamaican men have a way violence towards women. And that's why they have so many problems when they come to Canada, the UK, and America, especially America. America do not play with no domestic violence. You're not going to come here and beat no woman. You never seen the Chinese man beat his woman. You never seen the Chinese man beat their kids. You never seen it. If they do it, it's behind closed door. You're never seen it. I used to go to the shops them in Jamaica. And I used to see how the Chinese men them treat their kids and their women with respect. And you're never seen that. It's always the Jamaican men them. They don't respect their women. And most of them, when they come here to America, oh my God, they try to come and abuse the system. They come with DRUGS, GUN, and the cops and the police them always take them down. You got some good ones here. Don't get me wrong. You got some good Jamaican guys here in America. They work, they take care of their family, but they still cheat. They're never loyal. Never, never. You never see one of them loyal. There's no loyalty when it comes down to the Jamaican men. So that's the reason why I says the Chinese man is way better than the Jamaican men in terms of that aspect. If you guys agree with me, or whether you disagree with me, leave it down in the comment section, okay? Because I know what I'm talking about. I've been there, I've done that. I grew up and I see all of this stuff happen, okay? I left Jamaica when I was a young person. And I'm here, I live here in the United States, okay? And I've seen it all. Even before I left, even my uncles them used to abuse their women. My uncle used to abuse this woman so bad. And come to find out, he was the one that raped his woman. He raped her and gave her 2 kids. It's never no kind of love. My cousin says, I was there when he raped her. It's always a rape for him. It's no love. There was no love, no hugging, no kissing. It was just that. They are very, very abusive. I'm telling you, Jamaican men, shape up. Shape up. Look into your lives. Change your lives. You can change. You don't have to be abusive. Like I said, it's not all of you like that. It's not all, especially the younger generation now is different. They're coming up. I left Jamaica over some 20 years ago, and that was what was happening back then. And I know it has gotten better now, because you got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all that kind of stuff. And people are more educated now. And, you know, they're learning a lot more stuff. You know what I'm saying? People are way more educated. And I think most of it happened to lack, poverty. Poverty speaks for a lot of those things also when it comes down to the Jamaican men. And the Jamaican men, one more thing I got to tell you, the ones that's trying to come up here in America, Canada, UK, stop begging so much. And stop abusing these women. Stop begging. Get your stuff on your own. You're a man. You're a man with grown private parts. The man's supposed to be the head of the household, okay? Women not supposed to be head of no household. That's how we were raised up. Men supposed to be head of the household. Go out and take care of your women. Stop abusing your women and stop having so many baby mamas. Because when you come here having all of these baby mamas, you have to pay child support. And if you cannot pay your child support, they put you in jail. They put you in prison. If you got 10 baby mamas, how are you going to take care of them baby mamas? How are you going to come out of poverty? You tell me one thing. How are you going to come out of poverty? If you as a Jamaican man working at a job, washing dishes, you got 10 kids. If they're paying you $10 an hour, okay? How are you going to take care of those 10 kids with $10 an hour? By the time you finish working, you're not going to have a paycheck. And that's why most of you come over here start to sell illegal dopes. Because you know you got so many kids, you can't take care of the kids. So you say, okay, let me not go to work. Let me go do this other thing because the money comes quicker. But the money comes quicker, but your life end up faster. You understand? It end faster. Jamaica men, realize what you're doing. Get up and realize what you're doing. Having 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baby mamas, what is going to do? Oh, make you feel like you're a big shot or you're going to get a big crown over your head. No, you might do that in Jamaica, but here in America, they don't like that kind of stuff. And the government don't tolerate men like you all over here. Okay, take care of your children. And as a matter of fact, prevent. Prevention is better than cure. Going around having them kind of kids, you're going to be having a whole bunch of kids with no dry shit not even inside of your body. It just gets on top of my nerves so much with these men. You are having all these different women knowing that you can't take care of them. Knowing that you can't take care of them. All this bandula ways that you guys have. Don't come to America with this kind of stuff. If you can get away with it in Jamaica, you certainly ain't going to get away with it here in America. They're going to put you in your place. And you're going to come down small like a little bee. You're going to come down small. When they finish cleaning out your pocket for them kids, and when you can't pay, you're going to go to jail. They got some Jamaican men right now in jail for years upon years upon years because of child support. They didn't pay their child support. They're running from the government. They can't pay their child support. They got to be working underneath the table because they don't want the government to find out they can't pay their child support. Don't make them to begin with. Don't make all of them babies if you know you can't take care of them. It's only rich people, and rich people don't even have them amount of kids. Rich people ain't thinking about having babies, every baby one after every year. Rich people don't think about like that. Rich people think about security and placement for their children and their offspring when they put a place set for them, set their life up for them, not going and destroying their lives, because that's what you guys are doing. Half of you all don't even know the kids that you produce out there. Half of you don't know them kids. Some of you all got kids that you guys don't even know. And the women, the poor women, they're so stupid. Close your legs away from these men. Close up shop. These men are only using you guys. And after they use you guys, they don't take care of the kids. Them run gone, left you with heartaches. Close up shop. Be smart, women. Don't get taken by these men anymore. Put your feet down. In here in America, sometimes, you know what these women says? I don't need a man. Sometimes they got nice jobs. They are millionaires. A lot of women here, they are millionaires. Okay? They don't put up no foolishness from no man. Men can't come and take advantage of them, you know, because they got their career, the money. They got their doctors, lawyers, the business people. They don't put, you see all them poverty stuff like what goes on in Jamaica? Them thing are back then and back of wall stuff. Those are the days. No more of that for women. Jamaican men, you need to do better. Stand up to the Chinese man standard and let that Chinese man teach you, take note of what he's doing. Okay? Grow your investment. Grow your bank account. Stop having all these unnecessary children out there. 5, 6 different baby mamas. What do you think that says about you? That ain't no kind of man for you to be having 5, 6, 7. You see the Chinese men go out and do that? They don't do that stuff. Of course they go out and play. Some of them. The ones that are probably not married. They go out and play, but you don't see them come with a whole bunch of babies. They know how to protect themselves. They're not so greedy for pum-pum that they don't know what they're going on. But these Jamaican men, oh my God. You can catch them with that. You can catch them like flies. They're like flies with honey. Catch them like that. They're so crazy, disgusting, despicable. They are so despicable. Change your lives and take care of your women. Stop abusing your women and your kids. Guys, comment down in the comment section if you think I'm lying. You all from Jamaica know what time it is. You know that I'm telling you everything because you guys have experienced it. Okay? You guys have experienced it. Some of you guys have experienced it. Not all of you guys, the smart ones. But some of you still get used by them anyways. You might not come out pregnant, but they still use you guys for you guys' money and all of that because they're such a con artist themselves. They come and tell you all kinds of sweet stuff in your ears. And right away you think that they love you. When you give them your money, they go on and be talking to their friends because their friends are more important more than some of you are. And they take you off, oh, the girl so fool, the girl so stupid, the girl be giving me all of our money. Oh yeah, that's how they talk about you guys. That's how they talk about you guys. I've heard it, I've seen it. I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from experience. I know what they do. I've seen it. I've seen it done. So wake up, women. Start putting down the brakes on these men. Start holding them accountable. Jamaica men, clean up your act. Because if you don't clean up your act, you're going to be left behind. And you're going to be left behind in poverty. Even though you got some smart, younger Jamaican men now which are doing the right thing. They're on YouTube. They're on TikTok. They got businesses going on in Jamaica. Some of this world has changed a lot now. It's not like how it used to be before. But you still got the problems there. Okay? You still got the crime. You still got the violence among the men. The killings and all that stuff has to stop. And not only that, they're killing the women them too. It's the women them they're hurting. Most of our so. It's the women. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, guys. And let's continue the conversation down in the comment section, guys. Bye-bye, guys. I'll see you in another one. Goodbye.